You could have just said no. Well, anything to relieve the boredom. La 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 la. La 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 la.
And here we go. Hello there, thanks for joining me. I'm AVStoryteller and this is my Let's Play Skyrim, where I'm currently focused on the Civil War. Thanks for joining me. Right, we rejoin Raimyr, Zora, Indigo and Bonnie at Journeyman's Nook. We are here resting and hiding away from this vicious cold storm which is blowing outside. We have returned successfully from Arcadia's wreck, where we located a strange gleaming red gem. A gem that seems to have awakened the dead. Upon picking it up from the bowels of the ship, we were attacked by strange spectres, skeleton ghosts that were rather reminiscent of the creatures we came across in the Soul Cairn. Cast your mind back to Dawnguard so many moons ago. So let's check the map and the mission, shall we? The Shadow of Meresis. At the White Claw I came across an old shipwreck named the Ascadia. Inside I found a crimson red gleaming gem which seemed to fit in the amulet setting. Meanwhile Hurlus wanted to show the amulet to his friars for further investigation. I should now meet with him at the Gildergreen. So that is our priority. That is what we need to do next. Other missions to keep in the back of your mind: Glacial Epoch, a mission from Orlin. We went to the Mage's College and had an Elderscroll read. The clues from that makes Orlin believe that we must travel to Atmora, which means getting a ship by fair means or foul, and she is now waiting for us at Solitude, when we will meet up with her at some point to do this long and dangerous journey. Shalador's Insight. The librarian at the Mage's College, Urag Groshrub, is looking for writings by the Archmage Shalador so he can translate them to something useful for the college. He's asked that I've attempted to find another copy for him. Let's have a quick check on the map, see where that is. That's right over there. Hidden the books. I've been asked to find more information on the object found at Sarthal. Urag suggested that useful books may have been stolen from the Arcanum by Orthorn, a former apprentice at the college. His last known location was Felglow Keep. Again, quite a distance away. Is there more? Fangs of Desire. Which brings us nicely back to Raimyr's current condition. He has been turned into a fully fledged vampire after being in the fever for 3 days while being infected, because of this fever was created by this amulet that he came across next to the Solitude sawmill in the darkest depths of the waters. Dark voices started speaking to him. He lost consciousness, woke up at the Four Shields Tavern. So he is now one of the undead. We need to find a cure. So that would probably mean a trip to Fort Dawnguard to speak to Serana, and hopefully, I'm not sure if that's the right word, but conveniently she may still have the cure that Raimyr created for her at the end of Dawnguard. He created 2 cures, one for his youngest daughter Sylvian-Lir and another he sent via courier to Serana. It's just occurred to Raimyr that cure may not have even turned up. The roads between Cyrodiil and Skyrim are treacherous. We have not spoken to Sorana since Dawnguard. Who knows what could have happened? Let's have a quick check to see if there's anything else. Oh yes, this little thing called the Civil War. I need to meet up with General Tullius for the final assault on Windhelm. This area should be, logically, Stormcloak Central. This should be swarming with the remaining armies of Ulfric Stormcloak. And yet, strangely enough, we're not coming across a single Stormcloak. Bit unfortunate. But if you keep that in mind logically, we want to avoid this area as much as we possibly can. In fact, being where we are is quite touch and go. Fortunately, Winterhold is held by the Imperials. So, I don't know, maybe that would be a natural border. So maybe that part is Imperial control, and this, because of the difficulties of moving troops across that mountain, this would be Stormcloak territory. Along the river there, to the bottleneck there, and probably this could be no man's land. It's kind of like the neck of the bottle there. Which would be easiest to defend. And really what would be ideal to see would be like maybe Imperial banners on this side, some kind of barricade or fort, that makeshift wooden fort that they've quickly put up. And same for the Stormcloaks on this side. But let's have a quick chat, because when I started we had a new guest here who wasn't here the first time we arrived, and I have not spoken to her, not said a single word, so I'm interested to see what she has to say for herself.
Actually, just before we speak to her, let's just check with the others. Indigo, how are you feeling after our ghostly and undead adventures on the Ascadia wreck?
What can I do for you?
Let's see. No thoughts. No thoughts at all. But mind if I ask you something?
You have my full attention.
Let's see. Tell me about yourself.
I like eating trout and walks in the dark.
You may want to stick that on your profile. Tell me more about yourself.
My parents used to read to me in bed. I used to pretend I was ill so I could hear more tales of adventure. I still love a good story.
You were a bad boy. Any more?
My favorite weapon is the bow.
That is interesting. That is interesting. I mean, you've had that axe for as long as I can remember. Despite other weapons I've given to you, you always use that axe. Obviously, you use your bow as well, but that's cool. One last tidbit.
I am done with skooma. It has caused many regretful choices.
Oh, we can't finish on that. Positive one.
My honor is very important to me.
Excellent. Good man.
Okay then.
Zara.
Something on your mind?
Yeah, I think we should have a quick word with this mage and then make our way to a carriage.
Go, I'll follow.
Let's try that again. Whee! Kiana.
Ah, there you are.
Sorry?
Not you specifically, of course.
Ah.
But I was waiting for an adventurer to free me from this predicament. I had assumed Borvir would be more than enough protection against... He said he was a conjurer from the College of Winterhold.
Sorry to rush you that.
And that's his corpse. So I'm beginning to doubt the accuracy of that statement. Until next time.
Ah. Oh. The game is doing an annoying walk run. And the only way I can get rid of that is like really just closing the entire game down. I'm going to live with it. I'm going to live with it.
What is it?
What predicament were you talking about?
Predicament? Oh, right. Well, when, Borvir became arrow fodder, I humbly suggested to the bandit that he could make far greater use of me alive. I explained to the brute, using very small words, that I was an alchemist of some skill and could mix powerful potions on his behalf. In truth, I was planning on killing him using a similar trick to the one, you know, Azrael Durrani used to vanquish the Lokvar. But before I could, enact my plan, another bandit killed him and took his place. 3 bandits later, and, well, here we are.
I can tell I'm going to have to keep my eye on you. You have a ruthless streak. Let's see, and here I am. Give me all your gold or die. Just in time too. It would appear that... Oh, please excuse my voice. I was out partying hard the other night, and there was a lot of singing involved, and my voice is paying the price. I got in late with a capital 8. How much sleep have I actually had? 3.5 hours, but I just can't sleep. I just cannot sleep. So I thought, there's no point just lying in bed. I'm going to get up. I'm going to be completely exhausted. I'm thinking in maybe 2-3 hours. So I thought, this is the best time. This is when I'm going to have the most energy.
Oh,
Let's get this Skyrim episode done. But excuse the voice. I'm sipping tea with honey to try and soften my throat. Let's just skip back to where we were.
Predicament? In truth, but before I could, enact my plan, another bandit killed him and took his place. 3 bandits later, and, well, here we are.
Let's see. I saved you this time. I may not be here the next.
Right, but another adventurer could. Bandits and adventurers are like, well, red and blue mountain flowers.
Look great in the bedroom.
Some restore your health, others ravage it, but the mountain will never be rid of either.
True. I don't mind being rescued by a handsome adventurer.
I'm not going to ask that one. What are you doing here? Can you teach me to be a better alchemist? I'm always interested in that. What exactly was your relationship with Borvir?
Yes. Borvir. We were roommates. Well, without the room. I found him out here by chance, fighting an ice wraith. I deduced he was a mage, and when he finished off the wraith, I asked him if I could, you know, purchase the teeth. I told him I rely on invisibility potions to, well, survive out in the wild. But Borvir insisted he needed the teeth for chilling his mead. Needless to say, I was surprised to find he knew a thing or two about alchemy. More importantly, he had a table. So I,
He's one of the brothers.
I followed him home.
Why didn't I use that? Hi. I'm going to check out my table. Get your coat. Get your mage hood. You're pulled. How did that work out?
He was a bit abrasive, and I knew he'd eventually ask me to leave. Luckily, he was also a conjurer, and had a few spare lavender lying around. When digested, lavender will normally help you resist magic, but if you only chew on the sprigs, it can fortify your personality. That's how I convinced him to share the space, with a rudimentary alchemist trick, and, well, perhaps a little feminine charm?
Just a little. I'm sure you're doing yourself a disservice. Mortal's masters begin to fade. Oh no. Did Borvir ever succeed in his experiments? Yes, about that. there's only one bedroll here. It's not my business. In Cyrodiil, people say lavender is bad luck. If that's true, I've not heard that. You have more than enough of it. Feminine charm, I mean.
Oh, no, no, no. You must not know many females. I'm about as seductive as an old tree covered in polypores.
I have no response to that, but I do like climbing trees. I'm going to have to ask this. Do alchemists do that? Brew ale?
We've been known to, experiment with various ingredients. But Borvir would have been the one to ask about that. Well, back when he was alive. Alchemy is mostly a serious endeavor. There's a few jokes my colleagues like to pass around, but they're mostly awful.
A chorus lays an egg on a vampire. Nothing comes of it.
Oh, not you too. At least you didn't have them walk into a bar. Am I cringing? I feel like I'm cringing.
I want to hear an alchemist joke. Give me the best.
This could be interpreted as a form of torture, you know. Perhaps you like being tortured, but I prefer a nap. Anyways, a priest, an alchemist, and, a mage all contract the same illness. So the priest returns to his temple and, prays for a cure. The alchemist pulls out a set of Hawkfellers and eats them. The mage, well, she casts a healing spell. 10 years later, and she's still casting.
I must be very, very tired, but I'm not getting that. I'm sure it's hilarious. Let's hear another one.
If anything is a sign the world is ending, that's it. Okay, how about this? What's the one thing that an alchemist will never swallow?
I know this one. His children, his species, obviously his pride. Depends. How do alchemists feel about developing art? I'm gonna have to. Oh, I'm gonna regret this.
Debellin arts. Wait, are you saying what I think you're saying? As someone who categorizes things by 4s, I can safely determine that you are vile, disgusting, perverse, and, well, weird.
I have no response to that, but please tell me more about this category of 4 that you talk about.
What?
So what are you doing out here?
Well, I came out here for research. Most of my colleagues find that absurd, considering this part of Skyrim is, you know, blanketed with snow. Field research is typically conducted in the, forests to the south, in caves, or near the marshes. But I'm not really looking for the typical. We're not going to advance the field of alchemy without thinking outside the satchel.
But the satchel's there for a reason. The satchel is safe and warm. Why do people always want to think outside the satchel? What if your research yields nothing? It doesn't matter what you discover if you can't survive up. That's a good one. And you still have to use logic. You don't look at the sky to study fish. Everything you need is inside the satchel. What do you think outside of it? I'm confused. It's tempting, but I think I'm going to go. It doesn't matter what you discover if you can't survive a bandit raid.
Right. But, well, I'm alive, aren't I? I think that's proof enough. Although, granted, of course you can make your own luck. All you need is a crown of lettuce and some taproot.
Ah, I knew about taproot, but I did not know about the crown of lettuce. Every day's a school day. Speaking of which, can you teach me to be a better alchemist?
Right. Teach you alchemy. In a word, no. I mean, alchemy isn't just measuring out ingredients and boiling them together like a soup.
Really? What makes alchemy so difficult?
no two ingredients are alike. You can have one juniper berry that's sweet and ripe, and another one that's highly acidic. You have to take into account your surroundings. I mean, what if there's magical resonance affecting your distillation?
Well, you
Is
use a
the
dumpling
room
field, obviously.
sanitized? Is your alembic sanitized? Trace elements of other ingredients, no matter how small, can alter the output completely. It's not something I can teach. You need to have a feel for the variables and how they're changing. You either have it or you don't.
Well, I appreciate you explaining that to me anyway. I think one more joke for the road.
Really?
Mm-hmm.
Alright, but don't say I didn't warn you. A bee and a blue dartwing, they meet by a pond when a thunderstorm hits. But it turns out only the bee was shocked by the weather.
No, that's official. I am far too sleepy to get these jokes.
Alright then.
So on that note, hello, Mortal's Mask. On that note, I think it's time to hit the road, Jack. And don't you come back no more, no more, no more, no more.
Hello.
Hi, we've just met. Right, let's make sure everyone is following
I'm
me.
right here,
You seem good?
right behind you.
Indigo?
Moving. My apologies.
No apology needed. I'm going to leave that for her. If any more bandits come, yeah, she'll need it. Let's search. Nope, we're all good. Time is it, in fact? 2:21 a.m. So, Gilder Green in Whiterun. Quickest way by carriage. Closest carriage. Dawnguard outpost. I'm sure we came across something that there was a magical field, a barrier that stopped me progressing in there, and I'm sure we found that. I've got an inkling in the back of my mind that we came across that, but I think I'm going to leave that for another time when I've got a bit more time. Winterhold. Oh, I'm definitely not going to go to Windhelm. That would be a bit suicidal. Yeah, so Winterhold, let's place a marker there, and then we'll get the carriage to Whiterun. So let's mask up, weapon check, good, bow, charges, can't tell on Uriel's bow. Where's my lolly? Awesome, arrows, glass, that'll do nicely. Good luck. Take care. Right, where's my horse? Let's summon the horses. Horsey, horsey, horsey. Horse call. In fact, let's try horse whistle. It's probably not that far away. He says. Nope. Okay, we're gonna horse call it. Let's mount up. Indigo. Get your horse. You seem to be having a problem, Indigo. But speaking of which, walking on air. Have you and your horse had a falling out? How can we sort this out? Mind if I ask you something?
Ask away.
Let's try this. Do you want to trade your horse for a new one, Indigo? Unless... yeah.
A new steed? I cannot resist.
Okay. Take my Whiterun horse, very temporarily. She/he's yours now.
That unpretentious, beautiful black steed with a spring in her step and a twinkle in her eye.
And he's crying out for her name.
Okay, what is next on the agenda?
Got a little competition of naming Raimyr's horse. Suggestions are Roach, Pebbles. Where's your horse, Indigo? Where's your other one?
What is on your mind?
Mind if I ask you something?
Go ahead, ask away.
Right. Okay, we're done here.
All right.
I'm gonna have to. You ride,
Sounds
I'll walk.
like a plan.
Get on the horse. Get on the horse.
Whatever you say. You're the boss.
Excellent.
Yes, my friend.
Let's continue on foot.
Fair enough.
Let's. Ah, you must own a horse. This has all gone horribly Pete Tong.
It will be done.
Get on the horse. Right, I'm running. And we'll let them catch up. So what I will do, I will purchase a new horse and trade back with Indigo. So that means going to a stable. Whiterun. Seems perfect. Yeah, come on, Zara. Come on, Zara.
I think I will call my new steed Beast. She may be pretty, but she has the heart of a lion. We are a good match.
So now we have another suggestion for Raimyr's horse. Roach, Beast, and Pebbles. That was awesome that I got Indigo to suggest a name. Good. Would you mind holding this for a second? Thanks. How you doing, boy? I'll take that so I can create some scrolls. Mountain flower. Right, okay. I think I'm gonna do a short fast travel to Winterhold. Try and get Zora back with us. Excellent. Zora.
Yes?
Glad you could join us.
You go, I'll follow.
That's what you said last time.
Don't like those eyes you got. There's a bad hunger to them.
Yeah, it's been a big night.
Where do you want to go?
Whiterun.
Climb and back and we'll be off.
Right. Then you got the Gildergleen. But I really want to sort this horse issue out first. What it takes.
Come to chat with an old woman, hmm? Do good
Need a
deed
horse?
for the day.
Talk to my father, Skolvar.
Where the hell is your father, Skolvar?
Got the fleetest steeds in all of Skyrim. Not today. Sold my last one. Pretty sure I
think
sold
it's
it to
time
you.
for to get going.
Damn it!
Ride strong.
I'm trying to get going. Excuse me.
Everyone in this
What kind of stable only has one horse? That kind of stable. Okay, Indigo. Beast is yours for another... Indigo? Indigo? I swear to God, I am hemorrhaging friends.
Finally! Where have you been, my friend?
On the other side of the door, my friend. Oh, there's a race. So, couple of things we can do while we're in here. Obviously, remains of a barrier. Speak to Hurlus, but there was also hire Janessa, not what I was thinking of. Neil, find out what's wrong with Nilkia. That's something we may want to look into. Right, let's just pop into here first, because I'm sure there was something I needed to do while I was in here.
Take a good look around. I'm sure you'll find what you're looking for. If not, let me know. I might have it stored away.
Thank you. Hello?
I can tell you're no
Have we
stranger
met?
to the wilds. I'm sure we can meet your hunting needs.
You again? Why can't you people leave me alone? I'm no longer a scribe.
Some honest work.
Fine, I'll take it. Just leave me alone.
We sell bows, arrows, and ale.
Forgive me,
Unique combination.
I don't know you, or your reputation.
Ah, my mistake then. Sometimes the older you are, the more you assume. You think you know all the answers, so you close your eyes and walk the
If you
world
have need of hunting
blind.
supplies, then you've come to the right place.
That seems a bit cheeky, that does. Used to be a somebody, now you're a nobody. It's kind of how that sounds to me, so I'll not do that. What
Yes.
are
What
the
can I get you?
responsibilities of a scryer?
A scryer looks into the unknown, but it would be a mistake to call them fortune tellers. When a drought plagues the land, they will tell the farmers when it will rain. And when a loved one dies, they provide to them a glimpse of their last words. Past or future, living or dead. Our role is to assuage men's fear, relieve people of their anxiety. As such, a scryer is, in many ways, a priest.
Interesting.
I'll be happy to assist you.
I'm
if you'd like to
I'm just in
purchase
one of those funny moods. I'm going to ask this. Were you once someone of note?
Yes, I was once the court scryer for the Jarl of Markarth. Few in power still believe in the practice, but the Reach has always been a place where the old magics were welcome. They said I could see time itself, like a map laid across my table.
Visions are of great interest to me at the moment. What sort of visions did you predict?
I am best known for being retained by the king in rags, and for predicting his downfall.
What happened with you and Madanak?
When Madanak took the throne, I told him in 2 years' time a bear would come to reclaim it. Amused, he kept me in his court so that I could witness my own folly. The irony is that the scryers like myself make use of the old magic, the very one the Bretons espouse. But I never told him this, lest he take my words seriously.
Why are you no longer a scryer?
Because for all my visions and supposed wisdom, I failed to see my daughter joining the forsworn rebels. Despite all my fame and respect, I never saw the strain it would put on my marriage.
I see. When's the last time you've spoken to your daughter or wife?
I don't know. I can't even tell you if they're alive. All my visions have gone dark.
You could follow me. I've traveled the land and heard many rumors. Why not search the reach with me and we may find your daughter? Yeah, I kind of feel like I'm being strong-armed into taking a follower here. That's a pretty nasty response, and the other two are... Join me. Really? You could follow me. I've travelled the land and heard many rumours.
As have I, but time has eroded my bones like waves battering a cliff. Slowly, then suddenly, I may lose the strength to go on.
Oh, that's okay. Okay. That's good. That's good. I'll keep my ears open, and if I hear anything about your daughter or your wife, I'll let you know. Safe travels. Who else have we got in here? Janessa. You're looking rather fetching tonight. It could be the candlelight. It could be the lack of sleep.
Blade and shadow, silence and death. These are my arts. For a modest fee, I'll make great art for you.
Maybe another time. That's a huge god. Is that a single serving?
Walk always in shadows, so that you will see your foes before they see you.
May the light guide you. Right. Let's make tracks. This may be the first time I've passed that water fountain without drinking from it. Hellas! Sorry, I assumed you were going to be actually inside the Temple of Kinnereth. For some reason.
There you are. When I saw you step out of that door in Dragon Bridge, well, admittedly, I didn't believe we'd ever meet again. But now, you're looking even worse than you did in that village. Tell me, how did you do?
I found this stone.
Let me see. Yes, it would fit the socket perfectly, but I'm afraid without the proper magical abilities, it won't be too easy to join the stone and socket. Do you have a plan to free your soul from that beast's claws?
I hope to find a clue on this ship.
So that White Claw thing, it was a failure? I, for one, cannot see how that stone is supposed to get us any further. While you were away, I did ask my order for advice. It was like always, you know. First, they let you wait for hours. Then they hardly take you seriously, just to diagnose a faulty enchantment. A faulty enchantment! You know I felt it. Stendarr have mercy, that damn thing. I saw a black door, an inexplicable strong wind. I passed out, just like you. Why are these bookworms always the ones to deliver the important judgments? I can already feel Vermina outstretching her hands for me.
Vermina.
Listen to me. There is another person I could consult.
Another person?
Exactly. It won't be easy, but I think he can be convinced. My former mentor. He left the Order 20 years ago. In his eyes, the Circle was not acting radically enough against the Daedra. If it had been up to him, the Order would have turned against any Daedra worship, demolished the shrines, and burned the cultists to death. Let me mark his last known residence on your map. You must meet me there. I'm afraid this is our only choice.
I don't seem to have much choice in the matter recently. Meet Hurlus at the Gildergreen in Whiterun. Let's see where that is. After meeting with Hurlus, at the meeting, Hurlus told me that his friar didn't see the strange amulet as any kind of threat. He offered to take me to his former mentor, who lives quite isolated in the north of Skyrim and has great knowledge of Daedric artifact. That is... Ah! We've been there. Quite a while ago, but I remember coming across that. Zarador's Lighthouse. So... I'm gonna... Dawnstar would be easy to get to there, instead of having to get around that swamp. So, carriage to Dawnstar and straight across there, I think, is the best course of action. I'm going to check into this Nelkia. Where is that? Seen as we're right on top of it. Step lightly, people. People are trying to sleep. Dungeon? I think I may have picked the wrong door here.
Talos, the mighty, Talos the unerring, Talos the unassailable, to you we give praise.
What?
We are but maggots, writhing in the filth of our own corruption.
We are all prisoners in some way or another.
From the dung of mortality, and now walk among the stars. But you were once man, aye, and as man you said, "Let me show you the power of Talos Stormcrown, born of the north, where my bread is long winter. I breathe now in royalty and reshape this land which is mine. I do this for you."
Got locked up for disturbing the peace.
I love you.
Do I know you?
What is it?
Love, even as man.
I think we must have. We've got a lot of grayed out text. Did I see you at Falkreach? Or am I mixing you up? How does this other prisoner help you?
He'd wait until the guards have left, until the night grew still, and as I drifted toward the brink of madness, he'd slowly start to speak. He never addressed me directly. He'd simply tell stories and laugh heartily at his own jokes. They were such awful jokes. But his voice was
jokes, I can tell you.
Filled with so much life, almost as if his heart was so full of joy, he couldn't help but give some of it to me.
Did you ever manage to thank this prisoner who saved you?
I wish I had. When my sentence was over, I was ushered quickly to the Bannered Mare, where friends and companions came to celebrate my release. We drank and feasted all night and passed along old stories like bottles of vintage wine. By the time I returned to this dungeon a week later, I found his cell empty.
Excuse me a second.
Safe travels.
Safe travels. I'm going to improve my illusions skill quite a lot, I imagine.
Rise up, children of the Empire. Rise up, Stormcloaks. Embrace the word of mighty
Oh, hello? No.
He who is both man
Let's retrace our steps.
and divine.
Huh. I'm amused because I don't think I've been in there more than half a dozen times. Okay. Just storage. Sorry, I thought you were someone else for a second there. Which one's the Jarl? Not that one. No. Nope, it's not you. I like how the palace guards are totally okay with me just wandering around these private rooms. I suppose I am Thane.
Oh.
Hero of the siege. One of the heroes. So I suppose it's not that crazy actually. No, it's not the Jarl himself who I need to speak to, is it? So where is it? Where are they? Has he crawled inside the end table? Hello? You know what little kids are like. Yoinks. Other side of the wall.
Another wanderer, here to lick my father's boots. Good job.
You shouldn't sleep in your clothes. My father said to speak to you.
So, the disgusting pig sent you to bother me. One day, I'll tear his face apart so he can leave me alone. My father doesn't know anything about me. But I know about him, and about the war. More than he might think.
You should respect your elders, and especially your fathers. What sort of things?
I know that he still worships Talos. That he hates the Thalmor almost as much as the Stormcloaks do. That he worries about being chased from Whiterun. That I don't have the same mother as my brother and sister.
How do you know these things?
The castle is old. Lots of places nobody's been in a long while. Places where you can overhear things, see things.
Ah, chattering servants.
And the Whispering Lady.
Who's the Whispering Lady?
She won't tell me her name. I've gotten good at listening to keyholes. At the door in the basement, I hear her talking to me. I thought I was caught, but she started telling me even more secrets. But I can't open the door.
Where is this door?
In the basement. Trust me, you'll see it. I bet she'll talk to you too. Alright then.
Find out what's wrong with Nelkir. Listen to the whispering door. This place is bigger than I thought. Indigo?
What is on your mind?
Still no thoughts. Mind if I ask you something?
I am all ears.
Tell me one more thing about yourself.
My favorite smell is green.
And I know the answer for that. It's the same answer for why we can see more shades of green with the human eye. Because we're hunters and our prey hide in green foliage. So our eyes are naturally attuned to see greater differences in the colour green than any other colours. So we can see our prey. So
With heightened sense of smell like indigo, it would make sense that you can smell more different versions of green. I walked right past it. Nope. Huh. The storage room. Well, that looks friendly, doesn't it? I'm curious if my predator vision spots anything. Instinct? Listen at the door.
At last. I've been waiting for someone more fit to carry out my will. The child is spirited but lacks agency.
Who are you?
Regrettably, I cannot reach your plane so directly. But I forgive you for not knowing who I am. Few hear my whispers anymore.
My ascension sense is
I am Myrris'l, the Lady of Whispers. I tug at the web of connections between mortals. Love, hatred, loyalty, betrayal.
Sex,
the
murder,
boy
and
was
plots
good at
you miss.
sussing out secrets. You, I expect to take a more active role.
Myrris'l. Out of all the Daedric princes, quite easily one of the ones that Raimyr detests the most. You know how Raimyr has a thing for spiders? Well, Myrris'l's favourite appearance is half spider, half woman. Lives in some spiral skein world. Her sphere is murder, sex, plots, betrayal. And also the anticipation of Vivec in the new religion in Morrowind. God. So it's no longer Vivec, Sosicil and Alamexia. It's Myrris'l and two others I don't even want to talk about. What do you want me to do?
First, you must open this door. A piece of my power has been locked away behind it, and even my eyes cannot see past the seals. I'd much rather it be in the hands of an ambitious and talented person, such as yourself.
And her favourite tactics is to seduce and interfere in mortal affairs. Raimyr's go-to tactic when dealing with Daedras is to ignore them. Because the one thing they can't stand is not being listened to. But there's something about Myrris'l that really gets his back up. How do I open the door?
The whole of Whiterun is ripe with paranoia and tensions. The Jarl's court is right to fear the power I hold behind this door. The Jarl trusts few, and they will be his undoing. The Dark Child knows of what I speak. Let him guide your path.
Speak to Nelkia.
My lord.
Don't worry. I know what I'm doing. I loathe my father. So much so, I want to do something more than just ignore her. Deja vu. Nelkia, wake up.
You know the Whispering Lady, don't you? I can tell.
What has she been telling you, kid? Do you know how to open the Whispering Door?
I told you, I know everything about the castle. For some reason, that door is special. Only 2 people can open it. Balgroove and Farengar, the court wizard. How you get it from them is up to you. Nobody would notice if Farengar went missing, I promise you.
The Whispering Door. Myrris'l, the Lady of Whispers, has tasked me with releasing the Ebony Blade. Right. I thought it might be in a creature or maybe a dark spell or something. So we're dealing with some Daedric weapon. That she wants unleashed upon the world. I have an idea. Balgruuf or Farengar?
They say the college has been snooping around Sorthal. Mages in a burial crypt. No good can come of that.
Let's check the map. Not entirely sure where Farengar is. $95. Indigo.
Yes.
Do me a favor. Shut that door, will you?
I will do as you ask. Moving out.
I'll come back later. He's still asleep. No. Where was it? Just be on the safe side.
Something on your mind?
Keep your eyes and your ears open, but wait here.
I'll stand guard until you get back.
In you go.
I will be here.
And the missions against Ebony. Absorb the life essence of your foe, strengthened by the blood of deceit. To anyone reading this, beware this blade. It is hoped that only people having access to this room should be the Jarl of Whiterun and his trusted wizard. If anyone else is reading this, please understand the magnitude of your folly. Turn around and never ever speak of this room or the blade to anyone. It has corrupted and perverted the desires of great men and women. Yet its power to kill is without equal. To kill while your victims smile at you. Only a Daedra most foul could have concocted such a malevolent and twisted weapon. But it appears that all who wield it end up with crazed eyes of those wild men who roam the hills, chattering with rabbits. It is not to be trifled with. Not even the hottest fires of the Skyforge could melt it. Indeed, the coals themselves seemed to cool when it was placed within. We cannot destroy it, and we would not have it fall into the hands of our enemies, so we keep it hidden, dark, and deep within Dragon's Reach, never to be used. Woe be to anyone who chooses to take it. Relax, Boney.
Excellent work. Now, I trust you're sharp enough to see that the sword doesn't match the description of the ebony blade you may know. It has languished too long outside the winds of alliance and betrayal. To return to its past glory, it must first drink the blood of deceit. Your world is admirably steeped in lies and inclinations. My blade is a darling leech that feeds on deceptions and nourishes its master. Seek out those closest to you. The final pluck of their misguided heartstrings will accompany my blade in a song of your grandeur.
Orlin,
are we ready to depart?
I have a small favour to ask.
Of course. What's on your mind?
Not quite that.
I see. Well, feel free to let me know if you ever want to talk.
Let's try some questions.
Indeed, you must. What do you wish to know?
Can you destroy Daedric artifacts?
Yes, I can return any object to light with but a touch if I chose to, although I use that ability rarely, and never with hostile intent. It matters not the historical significance nor the magical potency the object in question holds, for I can unweave the very fundaments of reality with my touch and gaze. Would you like me to do the same for an artifact in your possession?
Oh yes.
What additional artifacts did you have in mind?
I've got this rather annoying blade.
Ah, I will gladly do what no one else could do, and put an end to this agent of deception and betrayal. Heed my words, and be forever lost to the abyss.
Don't do that. Damn you! Fool, you'll regret starting this fight.
I'll remain here until the time is right.
Olin, you are an incredibly skilled and interesting person to know.
Really? I hope you're not just saying that.
Thank you. I'll meet you at Solitude.
Farewell. Dragonborn. Safe journeys.
Killing you will make for an excellent story.
Lead the way.
I'm right here. Lead the way, my hero.
Another good deed done. Come on. Let's go.
Fine. You could have just said no. Well, anything to relieve the boredom. La 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 la.
Right. Carriage to Dawnstar. What else is there? A stable? Markarth. And Riften. It's been a good night. Just checking. Oh, there's another thing. Stamina. Stamina and vampires. That's... What is stamina? It's the development of lactic acid in your muscles that causes pain, causes stitch, that stops you from running any further, from pushing yourself. Vampires, in my opinion, their bodies are dead. So they don't get that painful stitch in their muscles, and hence they should be able to just run indefinitely, in my opinion. And in the Vampire the Masquerade game, they also did a companion werewolf role-playing game as well. And a bit of a house rule was that werewolves were incredibly fast, but because they were living, breathing creatures, they couldn't keep it up indefinitely. And the general rule was for every point of stamina they had, say they had maximum 5 points, then they could run for maximum speed for 5 turns, and then each turn after that it would reduce their number of dice by 1, 2, 3, 4 until they basically have no more stamina points left. And so it led to some very interesting chases when there were vampires and werewolves attacking each other, because if the vampire, kind of like a cheetah and a gazelle. Cheetahs have massive sprinting speed, but they can't do it for a very, very long time. But gazelles have a slower but greater amount of stamina, and so if they can just outpace the cheetah for the first 30 seconds, they generally escape from the cheetah because they get too much lactic acid. And so that's the kind of like mechanism I had. So I wish there was a way actually to turn off stamina depletion when you're a vampire.
Need a ride?
I'll need to look into that at some point.
Where do you want to go?
Dawnstar.
Climb and back and we'll be off. I can't wait here forever.
Between the war and the return of the dragons, I wonder if we should not leave Skyrim and ply our trade elsewhere.
Empty ash
I
pile.
admit, the dragons are a concern.
Let's put a map marker down there. Let me just check the state of play here. Make it everything is working fine. So, yep, super.
But we can avoid
Right.
them if we do not stay in one place for too long.
How's that horse?
That may be, but what
How
of
does
the
it feel up
war?
there?
That is not so easy to escape from.
The war.
Light lantern on. No, it is. What the hell?
Fight!
Afflicted remnants. Don't know who you are.
Is that the best you can do? What an embarrassment.
Is that something to do with Periite? No, that blood does not call to me. Where's the other? Feral brown pup. That's not what we're looking for. Good shot, Zora. I've already got plenty of copies of that armor. How are you doing for arrows? You seem fine. Okay. I'm glad I just turned on and become ethereal. Where's my marker go? Ah, I see it. More guess. Dragon! Who are you? Don't know. It's tough. It looks like the dragon is doing some of our job for us. Only fair to help the bandits out as well. Why didn't I think of this earlier? This winter's best have a huge corn. Makes hitting dragons, he says, missing easier. Take out its back leg. Eyes open. There may still be bandits about.
Dragonborn.
Where? Oh, I see what you mean. I do not need that steel dagger. Are you gonna remain on there
What
all
is
the
on your
time?
mind?
Let's continue on foot.
Okay, fair enough.
I'll take those Seeker arrows. That. Thank you. Let's see what the bandits have collected. Slim pickings. Onwards. Time with it. 5:37. I've got half an hour to sunrise. And running with your weapon drawn does make you move slower. It's official. Is this the dragon burial where it came from? Yes, certainly seems so. That's Stormcloak encampment. Check the map. Maybe around there. Still not appearing. I'll not get involved if I can get away with it. Targets coming up. Expected to see you inside. You okay?
Finally. Do I look like one of these Nords that can be left waiting in the cold for days? Well, here we are. He's living up there in the old lighthouse.
You call that waiting? You have no idea what waiting looks like, pal.
You know, it's more than 20 years ago that I last saw Zarador. He was excitable back then. Well, a typical high elf, you know. I suggest you contain yourself and let me do the talking.
He's your mentor.
That
go right
lighthouse
ahead.
over there. I never understood why he settled down here after his escape from the Order. But the company of men never did do him any good.
Let me just sort that out. Up to you, Hurless. Busy. You don't mind if I light this place up a bit, do you? This person is busy. I'll just have a look around while you get to know your mentor.
What? What is your business here, Hurless? What are you doing here? Who is this stranger?
You. Go away. Leave my house immediately.
Friendly.
Please calm down, Zarador. You really haven't changed a bit.
Get out!
I beg you to wait and listen. We just want to have a short word with you. See? I even brought the canis root I forgot the last time we met.
Don't make a fool out of yourself. That's 20 years ago now. Now get lost!
Zarador, won't you at least listen to us for a short moment? This stranger here has made his way from Leyawiin to meet a former member of the Circle.
I'm right here.
It's just like back then.
Canis root.
You got your mind set on something.
You go, I'll
Leyawiin,
follow.
you say? In a gorgeous city. If only I could once again smell the scent of the elconate flower I used to love as a 5-year-old boy. So what's the matter?
Well, this stranger here, nota bene the Dragonborn, has found this amulet and the matching stone.
Oh, I knew it.
Be that as it may, this amulet seems to emit a certain, probably Daedric viciousness. I found my friend a few days ago unconscious. I'm sure that it is all connected to this amulet. If you would just cast a short glance at the fragments, I'm confident this would clarify things for us.
I've heard of this piece of jewelry. Let me see. Yes. Oh, yes, it bears the same symbols it should. Up there, is that a Daedric O? No, that looks more like a P to me. I think the inscription reads something like, Count Caris of Meresis, bound to eternally serve Bar Karur. Very interesting.
Yes, Charis of Meresis. I had that deciphered too, but instead of Bark Karur...
I bet you got the Baof, the first two symbols mixed up with the Parons again. Bar Karur, that would be... No, that would be the almost forgotten name of Moloch Bal, the Daedric Prince of Slavery and Discord.
Meresis. Wasn't that the early name of the region west of Solitude?
Yes, that is correct. I'm afraid what we have here is the Amulet of Myrisi'l. Incredible. Legend to this amulet is as follows. I assume that you've heard that more than 200 years ago, the border between this world, Mundus, and the world of Oblivion, the Daedra Plains, was fragile and thin like never before. This era is generally referred to as the Oblivion Crisis, because the Daedric Prince of Destruction, Myrisi'l Dagon, used that thin border to dare an invasion on Tamriel. Times must have been exciting, just perfect to contact the Daedra. It is said that Moloch Bal spoke to Count Caris in his dreams. He offered him the occasion of immortality in this life, achieved by an invocation on an amulet to trap his soul. But Moloch Bal, the Prince of Slavery and Discord, giving a present to mortals, the Count had been betrayed. The broken fragments henceforth served the Daedric Prince as a tool to enslave mortals, to draw their souls into the realm of Oblivion. Having a look at you, I can tell that you don't look so healthy either.
But there must be a possibility to avoid that.
A Daedric artifact. Tricky. No, impossible. The amulet is broken. In this state, it is impossible to break the charm.
So, I guess the shell must be joined.
You're joking. That wouldn't just be complicated, but utterly risky.
But if it's the only way...
But if it's the only way... Well, we would need a soul gem, or the container in which the soul that was used to enchant this amulet was trapped. However, where could we possibly find something like that? Well, I ask myself if it would make sense to search in an old Jarl dynasty manor. It seems like no one set a foot in the castle for more than 200 years, so there might be a connection to the amulet. I hear that a gruesome shadow is walking abroad there. Well, in the end it is your decision to make. All that amulet stuff is none of my business anyway. And I think it is time for you to go.
I understand. Thank you for your time. I'm afraid you have to go into the castle alone. I can hardly stand on my feet since last night. I had that same dream again. Thank you.
Find the old Manor of Solitude's Jarl's dynasty. And that returns us to that manor. I visited Hurlus's old mentor, who didn't appear to be very happy about seeing his old student again. However, he agreed to help us. According to him, our piece of jewellery is called the legendary Amulet of Meresis. In order to break the special enchantment laid on it, he would need the container of the soul used to forge the enchantment. Therefore, I was sent to the old Manor of Solitude's Jarl dynasty, where he assumes said container will be found. Find the old Manor of Solitude's Jarl dynasty. That would put us there. Quickest way really would be a very easy run back to Dawnstar carriage to, and it seems a bit backwards for going there to get a carriage to there, but you know, that's swamp and open freezing water, which I don't want to get involved in. Can I get a horse at Cattler's farm? I can't remember. I will check that at the same time, and then we'll go over to the Jarl's Dynasty Manor. Okay. Okay, people, let's make tracks. Indigo. Still no thoughts. I wonder what Mr. Dragonflyer is thinking.
I'm right here.
Just checking if you had anything to say.
Go, I'll follow.
Okay, let's make a move. Anything further to add?
Wherever the Daedra hide, the Vigil of Stendarr will cast them into the light.
I'll leave you to your good work. What time is it? I have got 4 minutes before the sun rises. I think I will be putting... logically, how would I do this? You would pay the carriage keeper a lot of money to mind his own business and let me, quote unquote, sleep in the back with lots of very thick furs pulled all over me so the sun can't penetrate. And you would get him to deliver you, well, logically you get him to deliver you directly to the manor's door. But seeing as we can't do that because of game mechanics rather than logic, we just need to gloss over that part a little bit. Because it would be weak indirect light for the first hour. Let's get some more stamina on here. More than that. Run. Because what I want to do is get inside that manor before sun rises. Or until this, before the sun gets so painful that it starts hurting. I should have taken a left turn at Albuquerque, it seems. It'd be really helpful if I had my horse round about now.
Need a ride?
Yes. Where's your dialogue?
I can take you to any of the hold capitals.
Vampire blood is weakened in daylight.
My carriage is the safest way to travel.
Why are you not giving me travel options? Have we got an enemy? Is that what's causing the problem?
Good morning.
I'd like to hire your carriage.
Where do you want to go?
Do Jarl's Dynasty Manor. Here's 4 times as much as you would normally get to take me all the way to Solitude. Is how you would do it. So that's actually how I'm going to roleplay this. A small exception. Oh, it's drop me off here-ish, or Dragon Bridge. Oh, Dragon Bridge actually. Yeah. Take me directly to Dragon Bridge.
Where do you want to go? Climb and back and we'll be off.
Instead of paying him 50, I'll pay him 200. What time did that make it? 6:46. 46 minutes carriage journey. Sorely tempted to steal that horse there. There's something you don't see. Horses in the wild. That would make a good mod actually. More wild horses and maybe the introduction of a horse training skill. The more you have in it, the quicker it is for you to train it to act like a normal horse. Calm your boots. Oh, you're having a go, are you? I'll take all of that. I said it was aggressive. Cold wind mine discovered. Where are they? Check myself. Yep, completely past it. More haste, less speed. Oh, I see it. I can see the tower there. I think what I'll do is just quickly fast travel the rest of the way just to get Zara and Indigo to join up. Is it me? Has it got darker?
I'm right here.
So that would suggest that you're following. That would also suggest you're following. Right. Be on your toes. Expecting more spectres, ghosts, apparitions. I don't know. Who knows what? That's interesting. I was expecting to be attacked the second I walked in. I'm happily disappointed. Indigo.
What is on your mind?
Draw your weapon.
Mr. Dragonfly is bursting with excitement. He is enjoying this adventure very much.
I think you should be a bit more aggressive. Let's check the map. Right. Room to room sweep. We're looking for a container. I guess we'll know it when we see it. Oh, did I miss you the first time? It is not safe in here. I would very much like you to draw your weapon.
You go, I'll follow.
Yeah, using the silver blade is a good idea. Cannot be picked. Requires a key to open. Courtyard. Let's try the south wing first. Don't do that. In you go! Zara! We seem to have repeating rooms. Let's try and outrun it.
We are going to have to
Behind you!
You, damn it.
storm.
Misty column, corridor of endlessness?
Indeed. You want to talk?
Any thoughts? Guess not.
Okay, let us get back to it.
Black ectoplasm. Restores magicka, but we're not entirely sure what else it does. And another force field door there.
So the old man locked you up in here, did he? Pelagius always knew he would return.
Pelagius?
Hey, you, place yourself in the middle of the hall. Are you Argonian? Let me have a look at you so I can welcome you in your native tongue.
This is creepy.
You're a little...
May I introduce myself? I am Pelagius III, or according to my own Potema, Pelagius the Mad.
I agree.
What do you know about the old man?
Oh, nothing really. Just has been here before. The old Zarador been here before.
Do you know anything about a powerful soul gem that's said to be here?
Soul what? Oh, but Pelagius knows what you mean, but won't tell. Won't tell. Not as long as the pompous festivity here endures.
Pompous festivity? Which festivity?
Oh, the pompous festivity on which I tried to hang myself. Can't you see the rope over there? If Aunt Potema hadn't dished up with that awful snowberry pie, it wouldn't have come to this. But the rope. The rope.
You don't have to be crazy to live here, but it helps.
Ah. The rope is absolutely dry. It would burn easily. Okay, the fiery touch of Dawnbreaker is not enough. Let's light those candles. Nice.
Oh, the rope. Oh, it's gone. It's gone. Now Aunt Potema and her hideous relatives are gone. Oh, I know. The stone. Ah. Well, he is gone. Been removed by the old man. Gray hair, bald-headed. Looked like Uncle Zephyrus. But he has fallen off a horse.
Really?
It's gone.
Away, gone, not there anymore.
Really?
That's impossible.
Away, gone, not there anymore.
How do I get out of here?
Oh, Well, through the door. Through the door, of course. The one only Pelagius knows.
And where can I find it?
Oh, won't tell, won't tell. Oh, won't tell. You gotta make an effort, you know?
A good mind to burn this man's pottery. What am I supposed to do again?
Oh, you're smarter than Pelagius assumed. You're smarter than Pelagius assumed. You know. The equilibrium. The equilibrium. Pelagius already passed out on his coronation. The equilibrium. Here, above the ceiling, there is a winder. Turn Pelagius to the right.
Move the portrait Pelagius III with the handle placed upstairs so as not to disturb its balance. Yeah, the chains are going through the roof. We need to get upstairs somehow. I suppose that was too easy. I heard a sword being drawn.
Die, damn you.
Clear the doorway.
That's the last of them. We really make for a deadly pair.
We certainly do. I thought that was a handle for a second. Keep your eyes open for a winding, turning handle. Interesting altar. Expert. Let's see how good this dagger is. That's 1. 4. Ah, still dagger. Oh, that's. I didn't see that. That's worth it. I'm restocking up on the potions. Oh, they're all over the place. Stay close. Just checking it wasn't hidden behind the drape there. Ah, this door does not work. Time to backtrack. Might need to go through one of those doors. Yeah. Slowly narrowing down which route to take. Oh, can't go through there. Excuse me. I'm just checking there wasn't an exit at the far end here. There was. Just checking the candlesticks to see if they turn. Oh, didn't mean to sit down.
Oh, sorry. On my way.
Did you spot something? Another dead end. Right. Back we go. Let's try the library. I need some. Oh, we haven't been here. I need some stairs that go up. I was just about to say. I hear something.
Hurt my wrist. No, wait, it was that one's head.
Well done. I guess this means we might be getting closer. Were these spirits? I thought I hit the jackpot with parchments there. Were these spirits perhaps all servants of the manor? There'll be time to investigate these later. The bookcases are numbered. Something tells me that might be important later. Hello? Ah. From a Witcher installed mod. We have a door. Wonder where these stairs go. They go up. It's gone very, very quiet. Open spire. I think I might have gone up a bit too high. It seems that Zora and Indigo cannot follow me. Nice flutter and dove sound. Bird's nest. So what's the point of being up here? Apart from a very creepy looking place. Nothing. We'll return to the main hall and try the other door. Hello, a handle. Any money, any money. I thought it was going to be up there. Hello. Ka-ching. Well, hidden treasury room. Ka-ching, ka-ching, ka-ching. That'll do nicely. I'm good. Nice. Yeah, I'll take that. I'd rather have the winding handle for the portrait. Excuse me, Indigo. I'm floating.
I am here for you.
Zora.
So what now?
I have your back, my friend.
This place is like a labyrinth. But there's not many more doors to go through at the moment, so I'm feeling we're getting close. Watch my back. This way it might start getting ugly. And I think I'm going to leave it there for today's episode. Thank you very much for joining me. I hope you have enjoyed it. If you did, please leave a like, please subscribe, leave a comment, give me some feedback, let me know what you think. And obviously join me for next episode, where hopefully we can find this gem and get out of this madhouse. So, until then, for myself, Zora, Indigo and Boney, take care of yourself. And goodbye for now. Bye bye. Is anyone still there? Hi. Thanks for staying to the very end. You may be interested to know this is not the first time I recorded this episode. The first time, unfortunately, it did not record the game. Just my commentary. Yes, we had another silent Skyrim. So I'm going to upload that and let people who stayed to the end watch it. So if you want to get the link to this private video, send me a private message or send me an email. It's all on my about page on my YouTube channel, and I will send you the link, and you could be one of the dedicated few who can get to see this episode done the first time around as Silent Skyrim. And I'd be interested to hear what you think of the original commentary. I've tried to be faithful to what I said the first time around, but I've made slight tweaks. And I also didn't do the Nelkia mission. Instead, I went to the, well, go watch it. You'll find out for yourself. So, for the second time, thanks for watching, and I hope to see you in next episode. Bye bye for now.